Leave your phone in here.
Yeah, you can leave your phone here, but he's over there. Or is he over there?
He's a Chelsea fan, we know that much.
He is a Chelsea fan.
Or is he still? Has he?
Has he got his boots? Looks like he's got his boots on.
No, those are not boots. Are those boots?
If he's going to put his boots on, he better put his shin pads on as well.
And mouth guard.
Yeah. The big fella's going to line him up.
You tackle him and then you elbow him, and I will be there like.
You go, Robert.
Hi there. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Okay.
Yep.
Good.
Hey mate, how are you?
Yeah,
Robbie,
I'm
nice to
fine.
meet you.
Hey brother, how are you?
After yesterday?
Yeah, quite sad.
Where were you watching the game? At home?
Yeah, watching at home.
Yeah.
And then?
I thought I was thinking of going to bed early. Then
You should have just gone to bed early, bro.
after 5 minutes, I thought I was going back. Then
Could you believe it? Because we were talking about this, like 24th minute, you're looking at the clock and you're like 4-0. And this is Chelsea, yeah?
Yes. Good team.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't see any SARRI-BALL at all. They weren't pressing that high.
Yeah.
There was no pace in the team at all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
They're
shot.
like-
But why do you think that's happening now?
I think SARRI was just probably going for a draw or just waiting for the game to
We
end
might
as
go
soon
and,
as possible.
sorry, take a seat up here in a bit of
You don't
shade.
have a swim or?
No, I'm not swimming in that, bro.
Looks. What
That's
is
just a natural pond.
that? Yeah.
I actually went to bed after 25 minutes. I'm not a Chelsea supporter, but I thought, well, there's a game over.
Yeah.
I was hoping to see a good match, and you know,
You did.
I thought
25 minutes.
Yeah,
Great game.
it was some good football, but that was about it.
Yeah, I went after the 80th minute.
Which minute?
80th.
You gave it to the 80th.
Yeah.
Oh, you're brave.
Yeah. Is that when you realised you didn't have a chance to get back? Or?
No chance.
We spoke about JORGINHO earlier on.
Yeah.
Do you think he's working or using him in the role he has right now at Chelsea is actually a hindrance to the club?
For me, what I look at JORGINHO right now is I don't think he's up to the standard yet, not a world-class player.
Ooh.
I'd rather have SARRI to have KANTE as a holding midfielder rather than JORGINHO.
Who would you put in front? In front of Kante, would you have Kovacic? Would you have Barkley, Loftus-Cheek?
I would have Kovacic and JORGINHO.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you think just a straight swap with them two?
Yep.
Okay.
Why are
I'd
we
rather
walking so
sacrifice
fast?
JORGINHO than a world-class holding midfielder.
Higher cadence.
All right, where are we sitting?
Where is it?
Well, you two can sit next to each other.
Yeah,
And we'll,
I will
Alright.
sit next to Robbie.
yeah.
Even a bench is warm.
What were you saying again? Sorry, just now?
I'd rather try having JORGINHO up front than to have KANTE. Because KANTE is much better in defending, getting back to the ball, getting back possession, and he's much faster than JORGINHO too.
Yeah, agree. We said in the car earlier, weren't we?
Yeah.
We would do the same. Swap JORGINHO for KANTE and
Yeah.
Barkley.
Yeah.
Or whatever, Kovacic,
I mean,
Loftus-Cheek.
if SARRI does stay there, you've got the likes of Christian Pulisic there next season as well.
Yeah.
He can play up front in front of Kante, right?
Wonder what he made last night watching that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I thought about it was, SARRI right now he has Willian and Pedro up front, but they are not controlling the game as much as Hazard. So I'm just afraid that Pulisic will just be a backup for them.
Yeah.
Just end up the same.
But if Hazard leaves, would you be happy?
No, not at all.
No.
Even after all the supposed rumours of him playing a role in whatever's happened at Chelsea, which is a bit negative, and by that I mean getting people sacked. These are just rumours, but you know.
If possible, I would love him to stay.
Yeah.
Because even with Hazard now we are losing. Imagine life without Hazard. It will be difficult for Chelsea fans.
It can't be worse than 6-0, can it?
Well, so obviously something's got to change. I just wonder, you know, when a manager comes out in the media and says so many times, my players aren't motivated, I have to keep doing this and this, and you're continually putting them down, there comes a time where they kind of just start to believe it, or they lose their motivation to play for the manager. Do you think that could be happening?
Yeah, I mean that's the last thing you want to hear.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, even in the bad times when you're losing or things are not, you want your managers, you want them to be an inspiration, don't you? You want them to go, you want to hear everything's going to be fine. You don't want to be hearing how bad it really is.
Yeah.
Fair enough if he does in the changing room, but in front of the camera, you know, you just go, is that really necessary?
Yeah.
And I think he sort of lost the players a little bit through that. I mean,
We saw what happened at Man United when Mourinho lost those players.
Exactly, and you know, it shouldn't happen, but it does happen, you know, when you constantly hear stuff like that, you just go, come on.
You go back to the days when you were still a 16, 17-year-old in Chelsea, you had the likes of, say, Dennis Wise, who was the leader, then John Terry was the leader, Frank Lampard was the leader. For you right now, who is that leader in the dressing room?
Exactly. Who? I don't know. Is there one? I mean, the first one would come to mind is Cahill, but he's obviously not even in the squad.
Yeah.
You know, he's sort of the last one of the sort of winning generation that sort of played for Chelsea, and he's not involved. You know, could he do a better job from the back? I can't see why not, but he's been completely frozen out, not even on the bench.
Yeah.
You know, from what I understand, he's quite an influential guy, smart guy, knows the game. Could it be worth getting him in there, sort of, with a buffer?
Yeah. Are you a David Luiz fan?
He has got his time, but he doesn't help himself sometimes, does he? With the stuff he does, but I mean, he's won some trophies. You know, it's difficult to argue with that.
Yeah. When you look at those names that we mentioned, the likes of Wise, Terry, Lampard, there's no real Chelsea image in the team. We spoke about it last week as well. Do you think there needs to be someone who's Chelsea through and through in that 11?
Actually, I thought about leadership quite some time. Like back in 2012 when Chelsea won the Champions League, they didn't have such great players like Hazard or whoever. They had Terry at the back, Lampard, Drogba, and maybe Juan Mata. They were all great leaders. But right now, the Chelsea team, I don't see any potential leaders there. So decision making is quite poor, I see.
What about Alonso? I mean, he was pretty poor last night. What's happened to him? The start of the season was on fire.
He's being on and off lately.
Yeah.
But even for the whole Chelsea defense, I don't think it's suitable for Sarri's kind of attacking play because they don't have the pace to get back on time, especially Alonso.
So it almost feels like the team sort of was stuck in the middle of, are we playing the sort of so-called SARRI-BALL, or are we we used to playing under KANTE where we played a bit deeper, hit teams on a break, and they're sort of really stuck in how they're going to play.
Where's it gone wrong? Because the start of the season, everyone was praising them. They looked dynamic going forward, combinations through the middle of the park, unbeaten runs. You know, they were second, third, very close to the top for some time, but it's just faded away.
Well, would you probably argue that they didn't play the SARRI-BALL to the start of the season?
I think there were a lot of the good effects were from the previous, from the way they were defending was probably because of contact.
Yeah.
So maybe his influence is becoming more and more, and that's starting to decline.
Yeah, that's the point I was trying to get across. Yeah.
Could it be because of the energy that the manager brings out? Like, if you see Conte, even if the teams they are going 2-0 or 3-0 down, he still urges his players to go forward, attack the ball, and score a goal. But if you see Sarri, he takes out notes, but every week it's the same mistake over and over again.
That's a really good point. So if we are here talking about it, if he's there taking notes and still it's not changing, is it down to him, the players? There must be a breakdown somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, the players obviously need to take some sort of responsibility. What struck me yesterday was, I don't know if you saw the post-match interview, he went, I don't know what went wrong.
Yeah, how does that help anyone?
Yeah, it's your job. I know you don't want to give secrets away or hammer your players too much. He said, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, that's his job.
Yeah.
Ultimately, but I find it tough. But yeah, the players obviously need to have a look. And if they sort of don't like the way the managers do it, they need to find another way of sort of saying, ignore what you're saying, this is how we're going to go about it. You know, it's been done before, where they ignore the manager's sort of tactical advice and sort of swapped around a bit and played a bit more to the strength that the team knows they can play at, rather than...
How much time would you give him? I mean, this is a very, very short sort of spell of dip in form, you know. It's not like it's been season long, it's only been quite recent. You give him at least to the end of the season, but if things don't improve, do you think Chelsea would look to change him straight away?
Well, what struck me is, like, I know it hasn't been all season, but it's been good 6-7 weeks where the form's been going up and down, and he hasn't really done anything to change it. Yeah. Which I'm surprised. You know, when you sort of see stuff like that happen, you tend to move a few things around, change it up, bring new players in, and he hasn't done it at all. But the good thing is, in 2 weeks' time, you've got a final. You know, that's something to look forward to. You know, it's not all bad. Yeah. From my point of view, if he wins the final, you know, first trophy, tick, calms everyone down. You can go to the board and go, look, I've got a trophy.
Well, this is the thing. You look at Tottenham, 6 years or 5 years. Pochettino, how long has he been there now? Pochettino, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
hasn't won a trophy.
Yeah.
Sarri, you could say, is not playing football as well as Tottenham, and he might win something.
He's
So,
in the final, yeah.
you know, it's a funny game, isn't it? Can Chelsea get that fourth position? You see, 10 games ago, we would have said Man United are no chance for fourth. Now they're all of a sudden in the hunt. So now, with the form Chelsea's displaying, you think they're no chance. Can you see them getting that fourth spot or not?
Actually, I was planning to ask you guys the same question.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, what's your opinion first?
My opinion, if they continue playing like this, where Sarri doesn't want to change his plan, I think Chelsea is going to Europa League again.
Yeah.
I think they'll miss out.
Unless they win the Europa League. That's it.
I have a feeling. No, if they get to the finals, I think they'll win it because it's just the team which we've seen for the past 4 or 5 years in shambles, and all of a sudden you go to the finals or something. You saw the FA Cup against United, bang, they won.
Yeah.
And that's the funniest and scariest and saddest part. If you're a Chelsea fan like him, you see this with the same players. We'll talk about the same thing next season as well, via Skype with Robert. It'll be this. Back here as well. In better like in an air-conditioned room, but it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like Groundhog Day with Chelsea.
And they have success though, you can't argue with that.
No.
So what is success for you? He's crying out for changes, but then they go win the title.
Yeah.
So is this modern day football?
It is for Chelsea. Oh, most clubs these days, isn't it? Apart from Tottenham.
Yeah.
JORGINHO said 4 or 5 years. Most teams have a bit of a quicker turnaround. You know, Pep been there, that was it, 30 years now, is it? He doesn't hang around too long, so.
Speaking of changes, Hudson-Odoi, rumoured to be possibly Bayern Munich want him. Can you see the club holding on to him, and do you think it's key that they hold on to him to get
He
that?
wanted to leave, right?
He wants to leave, apparently, still does, but obviously players can change their mind. Martial just signed a new 5-year deal as well at United, so how important do you think it is to keep a young talent like that at the club?
I think it's very important. If you look at the likes of Zinchenko, he's playing very well under Pep. So I think it's up to the manager to train his players, get the best out of them, and play them out to their best potential. Because right now, all I see in Chelsea is like Hazard is being the main orchestra for the team. And let's say if Hazard goes out injured, who's going to step in to fill up his boots? That's a problem.
Yeah, he just plays him in the FA Cup game.
Yeah, I think he's played less than 200 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is sad, seeing what he can do and what he's done.
I think it's fair enough now that he wants to say, listen, I want to go. You know, and Bayern be a great club.
Yeah.
You know, they have brought youth through.
Some good young English players doing some good things there.
Are you amazed? I mean, you did the opposite at 15, 16. You came from Germany to England, whereas now you see the likes of Sancho and now Hudson-Odoi all moving across. Is it a good thing for English football and a good thing for German football as well?
I think both benefit from it. I think the tables have turned in the sense of England are producing better players at the moment than Germany, and more of them. So we've got a bigger pool to choose from. You know, Germany, I wouldn't say they're standing still now, but you know, the youth are sort of where 10 years ago it was like
production line.
Coming through. Hence the World Cup, under 21s, under 18s. They won all that. Obviously, having achieved the World Cup, slowed down a bit. So now they've got England over there. You know, if they're not getting a chance in the Premier League or even Championship, can give them a chance here.
Everyone else on this show, we get to present you with the official Man on the Street t-shirt. Thanks for coming on. Some great insights. We'll get Robert to present that to you and get a couple of photos as well. Have you got a phone? You want me to take some photos for you?
Yeah.
He would love that, Robbie.
I hope you got a t-shirt for me like that.
Tissue?
T-shirt.
Oh, t-shirt, yeah.
Man on the Street. There you go. Nice into the sun.
Ooh, a nice mosquito
Where do you want to go?
bite.
Where do you want to go?
Yeah, it's fine.
Anywhere do.
Yeah.
Is that all right? You sure with the sun in your eyes?
Yeah. This is fine.
All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Hope Chelsea turn the season around.
Hopefully they do. Hopefully they change Morata as well.
Don't let me put that in my pocket.
All right.